Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. Today's episode is going to be very interesting. If you guys know Kohler Courage engines, and I know you do, darling, you'll know that these engines are a piece of shit. I can't tell you how many engine blocks that I've had here where it's cracked over here and over here. And that's because the sump cover is designed to be on the very top, not the bottom. While it is cool that you can actually work on your engine without removing it, because you can take the top end right off, you can see all the gears and the crankshaft and the camshaft and all that other stuff. You can actually change a connecting rod from the top without removing the engine and all the attachments, which is cool. But because of that design, the vibration causes the sump bolts to come loose. When they come loose, they pop off a little bit, and then while the engine's running, the flywheel catches the bolt, sears them, whatever, and you blow the engine that way. Also, the vibration, when it's loose, causes the cracks on the engine block. Another big problem with these Kohler Courages is the valve cover gasket. Their design of the V-shaped valve cover almost always leaks on the very bottom. That's because the gauge of the gasket cover itself is very thin, and from the factory it's a cork gasket shaped like a V, right? And because that cork gasket is cork, over time, saturation with oil, it gets super soft. So when you put the bolts onto the engine to put the valve cover on, sometimes you turn it too tight, it'll bend the bottom part, or actually the entire valve cover, so that it's not a straight, smooth surface. It has these divots that go in from the bolts being tightened too tight. And because there's not a flat surface touching the engine block, oil will saturate through the gasket, the cork gasket, and drip. It loses oil, engine overheats prematurely, engine blows. So that's what we're going to try to fix today. So how are we going to fix that today? Some people just use RTV silicone and make their own gasket. Sometimes that works, but only temporarily, because over time the heat buildup frays the silicone and it's going to start to leak again. So my buddy Chad Burgin in Tennessee, he has an Instagram channel, Burgins Garage. Go check him out on Instagram, as well as his YouTube channel. So he has been a follower for some time now, and he does a lot of metal work, welding. He has a CNC machine. Go check him out on Burgins Garage over in Tennessee. Ooh, QR code. Anyway, so he designed a plate, spacer plate, a plate that gives it more structure to keep the valve cover straight. And so he cut this out of 1/4 inch steel. He also powder coated it and painted it. Good quality. And it has a BG stamped on there for Burgins Garage. So you can see it's a 1/4 inch thick steel. And this is designed to go very easy to fix. Just like that. So what it is it's a support bracket for giving the bottom of the valve cover structure, strength, and where the bolts go in, it pushes down the sheet metal of the valve cover and gives it a straight, tight seal onto the gasket. Now this machine, I'm probably going to change the engine, because this engine was the one that I worked on for, I want to say like 53 million episodes, where I had to fix the crack like 20,000 times, and I have a starter issue with it. And also it still leaks a little oil. So I don't think I'm going to be using this engine after all when spring gets here. I'm going to probably try to put that John Deere V-twin Briggs that I had found on the street. I don't know if it works or not, but it's got to be better than this one. You know what I mean? But just to show you how to install Burgins Garage's new plate, I'm going to put it on for you right now. He attached this paper here. It's called the BG plate. BG for Burgins Garage. You guys could read that if you want. Do a screenshot. Anyway, I'm going to put the plate on right now. I'll show you how fast I can do it. Oh, did you guys say hello to Boba? As I said, I'm not going to be using this engine probably in the spring. So I'm just using this to show you how fast you can put it on. So it's the 3 bolts. As you can see, the BG plate has 3 holes, right? The bottom one is offset to the right, as this is. And it's a 3/8 bolt. Or I might have a 10 millimeter in there. Actually, it is a 10 millimeter because Kohler has 10 millimeter. So I have a 3/8 on here, which I'm going to change right. Okay, I got a 10 millimeter now. That's number 2 and 3. So this is the 3 bottom bolts, right? Now I'm just gonna put it back on with this plate that goes right over the holes perfectly. Don't torque that down yet. You want to do an even torque for all 3. I can feel valve cover bending into a straight shape now. That's it. That was it. That's how quick you can install it. So if you were crazy enough to actually keep a tractor with a Kohler Courage engine on it for yourself, you'll never get me to do that. These engines suck, but there's a lot of them out there. And if you don't have disposable income and just throwing stuff away, whatever, you want to keep it, right? You want to keep this engine running. So to fix a problem with a leaky gasket, you get the BG plate. I'm gonna leave a description, a link in the description for my buddy Chad Burgins Garage, the BG plate. He's gonna sell it for $12 with free shipping nationwide, and it's gonna be on his Etsy store. So if you guys are interested in this plate, buy it from one of my boys. All right, he's a small engine guy in the small engine community, and we should support our own. You know what I mean? So 12 bucks if you want to get this plate. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. Tell him Henry at Mowers and Blowers sent you. Additionally today, I want to remove this battery because this battery doesn't seem to charge up too well. So what I'm going to do is remove the battery, take it to my garage, and I'm going to put a desulfator on it, see if I can revive this battery into a more powerful charge. I almost feel like every time I recharge it, right, it only lasts for like a couple of good cranks, whatever, and then it really isn't. And it is charging from the stator, you know, but I do want to remove it. There's no point on me having it here because it's still winter time, you know what I mean? So I have another 2 tractors that also have batteries in them. The batteries are probably bad, but I'm going to try to desulfate it using my desulfator and see if I could fix it. So I'm just going to remove all 3 batteries from all 3 tractors and try to rejuvenate those batteries so that when I work on them this spring to the summer, I'll know that what the status is of the 3 batteries. Whether I need to go get new ones or try to fix the old ones. Oh, son of a gun. Shoot. I got another tractor that looks just like that one. This is a hauler that I got from, you know, I don't even remember where I got it from, to be honest with you. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. That's a Briggs & Stratton Intec 20. I think the engine's good too, is what the guy, I think he said. So, this is a hauler. I don't know what I'm going to do with a hauler. Maybe just steal the engine. Hey, maybe I could take this engine and put in that one. But there is a battery here, and it's April 19. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna need wrenches. Okay, so I got 3 batteries out of 3 tractors. This one being the first one that I worked on, the one that I put the DG plate on. This is mostly good, but I want to try this one over here. It was a pain in the ass to get this one off because obviously you can see from the evidence there's a lot of corrosion on this positive terminal here, right? And so it was the screws were all corroded and the nuts and bolt was stripped. So it was a pain in the butt to get off. I had to use a vice grip and all that stuff to hold one side and get a 10mm on the other side. It was a pain in the butt, not to mention the fact that I couldn't get the hood off because the thing was frozen onto the ground and I couldn't get the hood completely open, whatever. You know what I mean, right? Anyway, I'm going to try this. This is, I've tried this before and I seem to get really good results. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular battery charger, right? This actually is a smart, intelligent one. I don't know exactly what that means, but there's a lot of circuits in here where it senses the health of the battery. And so when it does that, it obviously takes like 2 or 3 days for this to charge this battery in full, you know? And as opposed to the other kind. Oh boy, Boba's running away. Boba, you can't come out here. Boba, come here. You want to go inside? Here, come on. Boba, Boba, go inside, come on. Okay, bye-bye. Go inside? Come on, go inside. Go inside. Come on, go. Come on, go. Door's open, let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, let's go. Come on. Come on. I lost my dog. I was just chasing my dog. He's impossible to catch. And I'm worried because he'll just run indiscriminately into the streets. And if a car is driving by, I'll run him over. Anyway, where was I? All right. So we're going to charge this battery up slowly. I don't care how long it takes. I just want the battery to charge up healthy, you know. The typical Sears kind of battery charger that I have, it charges up and it says it's finished in like 2 hours, whatever. I think that this is the best way to do it, is with one of these things. So you do the mode selection so that it goes to normal, and then it senses how much it has. So right now it's blinking at 25%. And throughout a day or two, it'll move its way up, hopefully, to 100. And if it's 100, it's still blinking, it means that it's still not done yet. It's only when the 100 is solid is where it's 100%. So it has some kind of circuits in here where I almost feel like it desulfates also, you know? So it's really cool. This is made by Top Done. I did a review on this. You guys could check that out on my playlist in the reviews. The Tornado 1200. They sent this to me, and so far I've had very good results in rejuvenating the battery and making it healthy once again. But anyway, that's my day for today. Introducing you guys to the BG plate from Chad Burgin over in Tennessee. Burgins Garage. Go check him out on Instagram as well as his YouTube channel. And thank you, Chad, for sending me a couple of plates. I only have a couple of Kohler Courages, so I'll install one on the other one too. But I won't be working on tractors until it starts to get like spring, you know. And then in anticipation of working on tractors, I took out all 3 batteries from the 3 batteries that are in tractors in the back, and try to get them ready before I start working on them. Thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as, if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.